Hello and welcome into another edition of State of the Sun Devils alongside Damon Allred. I'm Jeremy Schnell, a very special edition as we have ASU defensive back Shamari Simmons. Thanks for joining us, Shamari.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good,
Thanks
man.
for being on here.
Yeah, appreciate you coming on, man. I just wanted to get into a little bit of what, how well you guys have been playing this season. Obviously a big win against Kansas State. Coming into this weekend, you've played at every level of college football. What is it going to be like to step on that field on Saturday at Mountain America Stadium?
It's going to be very exciting, but as long as I just feel like, as long as I just stay focused, as long as the team stay focused, we're just going to do a great job in performing.
Yeah, and we mentioned last week the Kansas State win. How cool was it for that game to kind of go full circle for you, where you got the tipped up interception at the beginning, the forced fumble, and then later getting the game-sealing interception?
I always feel like in football, some people just gonna have just their lucky day, and it's just all about us just staying focused. That's all. I wasn't trying to make too many big time plays. It was just all about me just doing my 111th on defense, and somehow it was just my lucky day, and I just had to capitalize on every time.
Has X thanked you for the tip yet? Or
Oh yeah, we talk about it all the time. Me and Xavier, we very close and stuff like that, so we joke about it all the time.
Yeah, so he gave you credit for the pick, didn't he? Right? So you get it.
He did. Because at first, when I first broke it up, I didn't know he picked it off and stuff like that. Then he came to me and said, "Nah, it was you that broke it up and just made a great play." So it just, I'm very thankful for all of my teammates and very thankful for Xavier.
A lot of talk this week. We talked to Coach Dillingham yesterday just about the outside noise and things people have been saying about your team. You guys were ranked last in the Big 12 media poll coming into the season. How do you personally deal with the outside noise?
Me personally, like I've always been like just been doubted my whole life. Well, not just been. I've been really under the radar. So it's really my first time really hearing, hey, y'all are very good this year and stuff like that. So I just feel like it's just all about just the process that got us here. We just never, we just remember when everybody just counted us out and stuff like that. So we just feel we just want to keep that edge for the rest of the year, and that's what keep us from winning this many games.
And we heard that when Kenny mentioned the number 21 ranking, that the whole room booed him. What was that like?
Yeah, because like we're not too really worried about it right now. We just know that it's a big time game, and with the rankings don't even mean nothing if we come out here and lose. So we just trying to focus on the BYU game right now.
And you mentioned that one. How after a big win like the Kansas State one, how do you just flip the page and try to start over with a new game plan this week so quickly?
I mean, this is like, everybody knows this is a big time game. Everybody, like, as a little kid, this is what you want to, like, this is what you dreamed of, just playing in these big time games. So it's really just, I feel like everybody just locked in and focused, and it's really just starting out, but like today, the first practice of going back out there, it's just not really getting too high and not getting too low. It's just all about us coming in to work, and then just after practice, just extra film study and stuff like that. So we just want to just stay level-headed as possible.
When you come into this game against a really good BYU team, obviously they only have one loss this season. It was last week. What is it going to take for you guys to stop that offense on defense?
Me, honestly, in my opinion, I've been saying this all year. As long as we just do our job, just do our 111th on defense, we'll be perfectly fine. Because I felt like I've been saying this from the beginning of the year. Like we can face with anybody in the country, defensively and offensively, just as long as we just do our job. You know what I'm saying? Don't try and do too much. So I just feel like if everybody just do their 111 and really just don't let the outside noise, because like I said, it's gonna be very loud out there, and just hone into what the job is, we'll be perfectly fine.
When you look at this season as a whole, it's really been insane where you guys are at. When you came into this season, did you think that you guys could get to this point where you had a chance to play for the Big 12 championship game?
I mean, at the beginning of the season, everybody gonna say they believe their confidence in their team and stuff like that. But at the beginning of the year, I honestly felt like that we was gonna have a good year and stuff like that, and we was gonna catch a lot of people by surprise. So I ain't gonna say everybody expected this, but like we wasn't shocked at all. You know, we really felt like we could have went undefeated, and the 2 losses we did, it was off us just making penalties, just stupid mistakes. So we really just feel like having no team really just beat us. We always beat ourselves. So that's really always the only thing we be focusing on is just focusing on ourselves and the details in our structure.
And Coach Dillingham has been talking all season about how the Leadership Council has really paved the way for this, quick turnaround. What's been the best part of being on the Leadership Council for you?
Just everybody just have their own opinion, and everybody just able to just collectively just coming up with a solution to any and everything. Coach Dill do a great job of just hearing us out whenever we feel like we're banged up or we need to slow down and stuff like that. And once the coach has a lot of trust in just the leaders, it makes the leaders really like really hone in to other teammates, because some teammates may feel like this as a collective, and as long as everybody's on the same page, everybody's good, in my opinion.
And then another point that he's made is that the move for you to nickel has really helped because it's allowed you to play with a lot of physicality. What have you made of that move, and do you feel like that you've made as much with it as you feel like you can?
I feel like I made much with it, but I definitely, since this is my first time since Camp T, that was my first time ever like really playing nickel. I feel like I honestly left like a good bit of plays out there, but Coach Ward doing a great job of just really just honing in to me and just to everybody really in the DB room. We're able to just really play any position out there as far as defensive backs. So yeah, I feel like I've done a pretty good job, but I'm never satisfied because I know, I'm this is my first time playing nickel, and there's a lot of things that I'm missing just off of like experience from the nickel position. So I'm very grateful for all of my teammates and stuff like that, because they really gave me the faith and confidence to play the nickel position the way I do.
Let's kind of go back to the leadership stuff, because last year you led the team in tackles. You had a very solid season, but obviously the record wasn't where you guys wanted it to be. What was it like for you to kind of lay the foundation, start the culture building in this new era of Sun Devil football?
As far as me, I just want to say I'm very grateful for like Arizona State in general, just for giving me a shot, just giving me a chance from the transfer portal. So even though we went 3-9, I just had to really just pay my respect of just them just giving me a fair chance, a fair shot. So yeah, we went 3-9, but I really just felt like that I just had to show everybody that I'm thankful, I'm grateful, if that makes sense. So just as far as like seeing the leadership role this year, I mean, it's just been fun. I say I'm like, people call me a leader and stuff like that, but the team's so well connected. I just feel like just a team player, I don't really feel too big, too little from the team. So it's just, this team is just very close and everybody's just doing a great job of just honing in to what they got to do as far as like together wise.
And at the end of a season like that, it's pretty cool as a defense that you're able to help get defensive coordinator Brian Ward an extension, right? Help get him paid.
Oh yes, sir, definitely. Coach Ward he does a great job as calling plays, everything, just getting people just ready just to play football. He taught me so much as far as like when I first got in here, like when Coach Ward was talking, I was like, I don't know, I can be able to like catch along at first. but he just never wavered from me. He always had faith in me. And once you give a player confidence and faith, he'll be able to run through a wall for it.
And then it seems like you guys, from what I've seen at practice, you guys have a really tight-knit group on the back end, especially, like with you and Alford, and then bringing Rouser into the mix this year too. Just can you talk about that trio and what that group has been able to do for you guys this year?
Oh yeah, them my dogs. I feel like just we click so much together because like we all have that same mentality, if that makes sense. Like we know what like all three of us can do and stuff like that, and we just know when we're not playing to our best ability, and we're able to, like, as men, we can be able to get on each other, and there's no hard feelings, there's nothing like that. And I always would tell them, like, during the game, like, I always tell them all the time, man, I appreciate y'all boys. Y'all just don't know how much I appreciate y'all boys. And it just shows that, like, the love we got in the back end and just the determination we got for each other.
Last thing before I let you go, we saw Jordan Tyson dancing on top of those lockers last week. That clip kind of went viral all over social media. Did you ever think to tell him that you guys need him next week and to get down off the?
I be telling him that all the time. Like he be in we have like a basketball goal. He be in there trying to dunk and stuff. I be like, man, you better not get hurt. I be telling him that like we need you and stuff like that. But you know, JT's a fun guy and he's just a fun guy to be around, and he's gonna be perfectly fine.
And then last thing for me, just give me one person who's the funniest guy on the defensive side of the ball.
We got so many people.
Come on, you got to give yourself some credit too, right? You feel like you're a funny guy.
I feel like I'm funny, but I'm not just naturally funny. Montana Warren, like because me and Montana, he sit beside me and film and stuff like that. You know, and he's a younger guy. You know, he's always gonna have somebody cracking up and stuff like that. And it's just like I'm gonna miss everybody whenever this my, you know, because obviously it's my last year. But Montana Warren, he definitely funny.
Did you ever think to tell him that when that ball was against UCF, when the block punt, that ball was coming to him, it was coming pretty fast. I was nervous that he was gonna fumble that thing.
Yeah, I was at first, but once I seen him start running sideline, I was just so happy for him. I just had to go meet him. I almost ran to the touchdown with him.
Well, Shamari, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it, and best of luck on Saturday, man.
Yes, sir, and I appreciate y'all. Go Devils.
That's going to do it for this edition of State of the Sun Devils. Thank you so much to Shamari Simmons for joining us. You can follow him on all forms of social media. Go look him up. He does a great job for Arizona State on that back end. You can also find us on all forms of social media at AZ Sports Devils. For Damon Allred, I'm Jeremy Schnell. We'll talk to you on Saturday.